Good morning. Did you ever wonder what it would be like to work for mainstream media? I have. I've been thinking about it. I thought it must be hell. Yeah. I mean, there should be some decent people there, of course. Some people with some sanity. Must be. What's it like for them? Maybe they had a dream when they were young. They wanted to be journalists. They wanted to tell people about what was going on, about the world. And then they ended up at this newspaper. Well, I was right. This is gold. This is about Barry Weiss. She was a staff writer and editor for the opinion section of the New York Times. She was rewarded, she was praised, she did very well, but something started to happen. Yeah, so she resigned and she wrote a letter of resignation. And apparently this letter, there's been a lot of fuss about this letter. Yeah, and I understand why. So I just want to comment on a few things that she's writing. This is a nice example. She's got 3 rules for working at the New York Times. Rule number 1, speak your mind at your own peril. Sounds nice. Rule number 2, never risk commissioning a story that goes against the narrative. Right. Rule number 3, never believe an editor or publisher who urges you to go against the grain. Never believe them. Eventually, the publisher will cave to the mob. The editor will get fired or reassigned, and you'll be hung out to dry. Wow. Right. And she talks about the election in the United States. She says lessons that ought to have followed the election. Lessons about the importance of understanding other Americans, the necessity of resisting tribalism, and the centrality of the free exchange of ideas to a democratic society have not been learned. Instead, a new consensus has emerged in the press, but perhaps especially at this paper, that truth is in the process of collective discovery. Now listen to this. But an orthodoxy, that's like a generally accepted theory. But an orthodoxy already known to an enlightened few, whose job is to inform everyone else. It's amazing, isn't it? It's exactly how I pictured it. Yeah. It's great. Stories are chosen and told in a way to satisfy the narrowest of audiences, rather than to allow a curious public to read about the world and then draw their own conclusions. And she talks about what it was like. And she says, several colleagues perceived to be friendly with me were badgered by co-workers. Some co-workers insisted I need to be rooted out if this company is to be a truly inclusive one, while others post axe emojis next to my name. Yeah. This is a terrible place to work. That's what I thought it would be. That's what it is. Yeah. All right. Good, eh? I will post a link below the video to this letter so you can read the whole thing if you want. Okay. Bye.